Hi, welcome again, and in this video we are going to learn about creating our own circuit in Tinkercad. So this is the dashboard where we land whenever we log in to Tinkercad. So we go to the circuits and here we can click on create new circuits. So once you click on this, you are going to get a blank workspace with a library of components on the right side. So here we have components which are under the category like basic, all, and you can get various other categories. You can search for your component by typing the name here. So if I am searching for, let us say, ultrasonic sensor, I can get it here. If I am searching for photodiode, photoresistor, anything, I can get it here. And the commonly used sensors or circuits, they are always available. You can scroll down in this library. So we are going to make a very simple circuit. I take a battery. This is a 1.5 volt battery, and I take one more. So you can see taking components to the workspace is very easy. You can just drag and drop. You can zoom in the workspace by scroll of your mouse, and if you find that the circuit has gone out of boundaries and you are not able to access it, you can click anywhere and drag left and right by keep clicking by holding the mouse, or you click here to zoom to fit. Fine. So now I am going to connect these batteries and one LED. So I take one LED. I need one resistor as well. The value of resistor, I am going to take around 220 ohm. So now we start the connections. Positive of battery to the negative of other battery to make a series connection. Then the positive of battery will go to the anode of LED through a resistor, and we can keep these both wires as red to show the power supply and negative to cathode with a black color wire. So this is our circuit. Let us run the simulation. We have to click on start simulation and the LED is glowing. So now you can see if I change the value of this resistor, the LED brightness changes. So the current is changing and the brightness is changing. We can check all these things in these simulations without any physical components. So I can stop the simulation by clicking on stop simulation button. So what next? Okay, so let us bring in a switch. So I drag a switch. Now the terminals are on the down side. I want them on the left or right side. You can click on rotate or press R button. I want to insert this switch here. So I'll break this wire. Take this wire and connect it here and take the central pin to the LED and we give them black color. So when I start the simulation, and if you switch on or off, so this is on and this is off, you can see that the LED is getting on and off, the circuit is getting completed or cut off. So we can bring more components in the same way. So I stop the simulation, and now what I do, I remove the LED and I bring a motor. So this is the negative terminal of motor, this is the positive terminal. So I just need to connect in the same way. Negative goes here, positive goes here, and 3-volt battery should be good enough to drive this DC motor. And we start the simulation and we can see the motor is rotating with a speed of 1323 rpm. So we are able to drive a motor. Can we drive two motors using this single 3-volt battery? Let us see. So how to do that? I bring one more motor. I break this circuit from here. I connect both the motors in series and then I connect my power here. So these are two motors in series and we start the simulation, and you can see we are able to run but at a much lower RPM. Both are working but at a lower RPM. So this is how you create your own circuits. This is an example we are showing non-programmable circuits using Tinkercad. What if I want to make something programmable? So we can remove these non-programmable components and bring a programmable component here. So I have Arduino board, and let us try to glow an LED with Arduino. I'll need one resistor. We take 200 ohm, and you can see that here is the ground pin. I connect the ground pin, and you can choose any of these digital pins from pin number 2 to 13 to connect to your resistor and anode. Pin number 13 of Arduino is connected with L, which is inbuilt LED as well. So let us try with pin number 13, and the circuit is complete. Is it going to work if I just press the start simulation? Let us see. So I press the start simulation button, and yes, something is happening. The LED is blinking. How is this happening? I have not done any programming, and if you see carefully, the built-in LED is also blinking. That means there is definitely some program here. So I stop the simulation and I go to the code, and yes, I find that there is a program. So this program is basically saying, we are going to learn Scratch programming in detail, but I am just giving you an overview. It is saying set built-in LED to high, keep it high for 1 second, that means wait for 1 second, keep this command running for 1 second, then change the set built-in LED to low, that means switch off the LED for 1 second. So 1 second on, 1 second off, and the simulation will keep on running. So when I press the run simulation, the LED keep on going on and off every alternate second. If I want to change this, so what I can do, I can take this second option, set pin number, and I can choose any digital pin here, and I can connect my LED to any other pin. So once we are done with all this, we want to save our program. So how to save that? Here you will have a random name of your program given by Tinkercad. Just click on this name, and now you can save it as any name that you want to give. My program 1, my circuit 1, anything, my first circuit, anything that you want, or a relevant name like Arduino LED blink. Okay, and just press enter. So the program is saved with this name. To cross check, just go to your dashboard by clicking on this Tinkercad icon. So when we go to our dashboard, we'll see that in the circuit section, this will be the topmost program in our dashboard. So guys, this is about how to create your own circuit using Tinkercad, and we'll continue with detailed discussion on Arduino board in the next lecture. See you.